Hello everyone, this week we'll be looking at the Phrygian mode, and that's the third mode in the after Ionian and Dorian, and it's another minor mode like Dorian. Instead of giving away a flatted sixth, if we look at it from the perspective of, how is this different from the Aeolian or natural minor, the additional flatted note is this flatted second. So if you take any major scale and you flat the second, the third, the sixth, and the seventh degrees, you will then have a Phrygian mode. And so if you're in, if you're in C, if you look at the relative Phrygian, it's E minor, because remember, the D was the Dorian, C was Ionian, so now we're at E, which is E minor Phrygian. But we could also take C and just turn C into what, its Phrygian equivalent. And so we see a minor second, and then we've got that major second and third, a minor fourth. Now, you lose something when you've got the diminished in this fifth position, but you can also make some, nice sounds if you then resolve it, towards the four or towards, maybe this minor seven here. Other things of note are the fact that you've got this dominant seventh chord that we always sort of follow its progress along, and in this case, that dominant seventh is living in the third position. And again, I've provided you with the, whole and half steps, the intervals. So if we're looking at it from the perspective of E minor Phrygian, just E Phrygian, it's S, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, tone, tone, or half a step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half a step, whole step, whole step. So we can do a few progressions here. That flatted second gives it a very distinct sound. If I play that same thing then in minor, it's... So that flatting that second, getting that D flat in there is... it changes some of the tonal characteristics and, helps make Phrygian. And as I've pointed out before, if we add that in, if we look at it from progressions instead of a melodic standpoint, a lot of the flavoring comes from having that dominant third degree here. So if, we look at that dominant seven, we can maybe make a fun progression where we start off in, C minor, and we move it to E flat dominant seventh, or just E flat seven. And then we'll go up to the sixth, which is A flat. And then down to the four, which is F minor. That's a pretty nice little progression. So that's one progression we could try this week. Obviously, you have full latitude to try and come up with something Phrygian. Even if you just, sort of ostinato between a 1-4 and a 6, or just a 1 and the 4. Try and write a melody over it that, makes use of that flatted second note. And, good luck, everybody. I look forward to hearing what you have next week.